During his swearing-in on Wednesday, President Yoweri Museveni made public details of a 2011 plan hatched with then South African President Jacob Zuma to save Muammar Gaddafi from being overthrown by rebels armed and supported by the US and several European countries.
When some actors started attacking Libya against the decision of the African Union, I contacted His Excellency Jacob Zuma of South Africa and proposed that African armies that so decided to intervene in Libya and confront and teach a lesson to those aggressors who were let down by Muammar Gaddafi, who abandoned Tripoli without a fight.
The pronouncement has been applauded by some as a sign of self-determination and scoffed at by others for being an empty threat.
We are to work out a solution for the aircrafts and cruise missiles that some people use to attack defenseless people from far away, so that if the aggressors so wished could come on the ground and we fight man to man.
Dr. Arthur Bainomujisha, an expert in peace and conflict resolution, shares both an optimistic and pessimistic view.
The first independent African countries invested so much to making sure that most of Africa was independent, because Kwame Nkrumah argued that Ghana cannot be free unless the whole of Africa was free. And we saw the Organization of African Unity actually achieve that.
Bainomujisha talks of the abundance of untapped resources on the continent that can be put to use.
We must do away with the inferiority complex. It is not true that Africans are poor. African countries are not poor. We must learn to live within our means. We must be able to deal with things that actually weaken us: corruption, bad governance.
However, some experts in the regional politics and security say the lack of ideological orientation, narrow priorities and inward-looking attitude of most African leaders are a major impediment to any major cooperation. Many African leaders are not willing to cede any of their powers to any joint security organization or operation. Also, almost all African countries receive support, some of it military form, the same countries they would be called upon to confront.
Most of the African countries, they don't actually pay their contribution to make the African Union robust. If someone is paying for food or is feeding your country, and yet actually that food is supposed to empower you to stop them from intervening in your affairs, then you have a problem.
Major peacekeeping missions on the continent, like the mission in Somalia, are heavily financed by the United States, United Kingdom, and the European Union. However, all is not lost, as the coming together of the West African states is accredited for thwarting insurgencies and irregular takeover of power in the region, something which the rest of the continent can borrow relief from. Jackson Onyango, NTV.